Hello, my name is Bobby Donuffin, and welcome to the Mists of Pandaria Beta. I finally got my invite, and I finally got myself a pre-made transferred over. Now, ideally, I would have liked to have got my level 85 Hunter over here, but there is some major issues with the European servers and the character transfer. However, there is a workaround on the forums if you go and have a look for it, and it works, and it's perfect, and I managed to get this character transferred in 2 seconds flat, and here I am right now. So I'm here with this video to talk to you about the changes to talents in general, and specifically Hunter. So, first of all, you can see that when you press N and you bring up your skills tab, you have three separate tabs: specialization, talents, and glyphs. Now, specialization allows you to choose one of the three of the core builds: beast mastery, marksmanship, and survival. Now, a quick look at them tells you that they're still using the same core abilities that they always used, the ones that we're familiar with, the ones that we know in our rotation, and there seems to be no major changes on that part of things. As you can see, I've already picked survival for life, and that's what I will be using. So that's that glossed over. Let's look at the talents. Now, every 15 levels you'll get a chance to choose another specialization in your talents. Now, as you go through whichever specialization you've chosen, survival, marksmanship, or beast mastery, as you level up you will get your abilities anyway at certain levels. As you can see, I've already got all of them because I'm level 85, apart from Stampede, because I'll get that at level 87, which summons all of your pets to fight for 10 seconds. I'm quite excited about that, would quite like to see it, and I will get round to that when I level this up. But yeah, let's go back to the talents. So, every 15 levels you get to choose a specialization. Now, I want to stress that it seems at first there is no set way to do it. There is no "this is your best DPS spec." It seems to be all about preference. Most of the things that you will see within this section are all about preference, and are not about pure DPS. So to emphasize that, let me show you the first three that we've got at level 15. They all revolve around disengage. So for post haste, it will increase your movement speed by 60% for 4 seconds after you disengage. Narrow escape, which will encase enemies in a web and prevent them from moving for 3 seconds when you disengage. And acceleration will heal you for 15% when you disengage. So all three of those are more utility abilities, not based on DPS. So it's whether you want movement speed, whether you want to trap your enemies, or whether you want to heal yourself. And obviously there's going to be situations depending on what kind of a character you play, whether you play PvP or you play PvE, and specifically what type of PvE or PvP you play, as to which one you will want to use. Now, me personally, I'm going to take the movement speed, because when I'm using disengage, it means I'm wanting to get away from something, and the extra 60% for 4 seconds will aid that even further. So for me, I'm going to pick the post haste. So we'll move on to the second one. We've got silencing shot. We all know what that does. Brilliant now, because you don't have to be marksman to use silencing shot. You can be any of the three specializations, and you can still pick the interrupt, which I think is a good thing. Not that we haven't got enough interrupts on other classes within Warcraft, but it's nice to have that option. You may be in a 10-man raiding group, and your core group might not have enough interrupts, but you can easily yourself specialize in it. Wyvern Sting, again, it's more of a PvP type of effect, not really for me. Binding shot, you fire a magical projectile tethering the enemy and any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. That's pretty good, but you also do a stun with it for 5 seconds in PvE, 3 seconds in PvE. So, both of those I would say are PvP talents. You could argue that Wyvern Sting can be used in PvE, but again, there's enough CC going around, and because I'm a survival hunter anyway, I have my traps, so I won't be needing Wyvern Sting. So what I'll be choosing is silencing shot for now, because being a survival hunter and having silencing shot is great, I think. So down to the level 45 tier, we've got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Chimera, which is from the old marksmanship tree. Spirit Bond, which is from the old beast mastery tree. Now this is a new one, aspect of the Iron Hawk, which is it replaces your Hawk aspect with Iron Hawk, and as you can see, it increases your range attack power by 10%, which is what Hawk does, but it also reduces all damage taken by 15%. I think that's a great one, and I'm definitely going to be having that. So, on to 60, we've got Fervor, which we already knew about, Readiness we already knew about, and Thrill of the Hunt, which was an old survival talent on the classic trees. So, again, we know what these do. They've been around for a while, so we're familiar with them. I'm going to pick readiness because again, I want to be taking talents that I envied in other trees that I would have loved to have had, and I think that's a great one to have. It's great for the burst damage, so I'm gonna pick that one right there. Now 75. This is where things get interesting. A murder of crows summons a flock of crows to attack your target over the next 30 seconds, and if it's used on targets below 20%, the cooldown will be reset. It's got a 1-minute cooldown, so that combined with kill shot should be fantastic for the kill phase of any boss in a raid. But we've also got Call Beast, which summons a powerful wild beast to assist you in combat for 12 seconds. And each time the beast deals damage, you'll gain 2 focus, so again, that's good for burst. And then we have Lynx Rush. Your pet rapidly charges from target to target, attacking 9 times over 4 seconds, dealing its normal attack damage to each target. Now it's got a 2-minute cooldown, which would suggest to me that that one's a bit more powerful than the other two, considering Call Beast has a 30-second and Murder of Crows has a 1-minute or no cooldown if it's used on targets below 20%. So it's possible that those three are where the DPS increase would come. Maybe Lynx Rush is the most powerful, which is why it's got a long cooldown on it. Maybe they're balanced out, and the weaker ones have shorter cooldowns. But I don't know. Personally, I'm going to call a Murder of Crows. I'm going to pick a Murder of Crows because it's called a Murder of Crows. I mean, that's just awesome in itself. But I like the idea of having no cooldown below 20%. But also, I've got readiness, so even when there are over 20%, I can still be using it twice. I think that's great, so I'll be picking that. And then obviously on the last tier, we're not level 90 yet, so we can't pick any of these, but I'll just give you a quick breakdown. Glaive Toss, you hurl 2 glaives towards a target, dealing 1,832 damage to each enemy struck, reducing their movement speed for 3 seconds. The primary target will take 4 times as much damage from each strike, so that's a lot of damage going on the target that you're actually focusing it on. But apparently as the glaives return, it will also damage and snare the target as it comes back to you. So it's a boomerang basically, and it will attack and slow as it hits, and it will attack and slow as it comes back. So that's pretty cool. Power Shot, you wind up a powerful shot which deals 100% weapon damage and 25% to all enemies between you and the target that you fired it at. So that's pretty cool. And then Barrage, rapidly fire a spray of shots for 3 seconds, dealing a total of 288% weapon damage and an average of 72% weapon damage to all other nearby targets. It's got 40-yard range on it, so yeah, that's pretty good as well. You know, I think personally I'd probably pick Glaive Toss. I want to see what that's all about, but I think I'm happy with what I've picked there. Other people would pick different things, I know, but it's all there for you to have a look at, and it's quite interesting, but I'll be learning that. Yes, thank you very much. So the last tab we have is the glyphs. Obviously, bringing a pre-made over, I have all the glyphs. But you'll notice that there is only 2 types of glyph now. There's major and there's minor. There's no third type of glyph. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show off a couple of the new ones that I've had a look at. Icy Solace. Your freezing trap also removes all damage over time effects from the target, which is quite interesting. I'm assuming that that's so that the dots don't break it, so you can instantly keep them trapped, which is a great one for PvP because dots are going up all over the place all the time, and if you want to be doing some CC, it's shit if you throw down your freezing trap and obviously the dot takes it away instantly and then you're screwed. So that's a good one, I like that. Nicely thought out. Down here, now this one I love, and I'm going to put this one in right now. Let's just do that actually. Bang that in there. Aspects. Each time you activate a new aspect, an animal companion representing that aspect will follow you for 15 seconds. So we'll have a look at that in a second and see what that does. But apart from that, there isn't really much else that's new. Correct me if I'm wrong if you see something, but I'm pretty sure that everything else is as it was. So, you know, you go and pick whatever is best for your spec, whatever is best for your talents, whatever you prefer to boost you and aid you in your travels into World of Warcraft. So, let's have a look at this aspect glyph, because I'm quite interested in it and I haven't seen it myself. So, yeah, let's switch myself up into Aspect of the Iron Hawk, because I haven't seen that yet. And I don't see anything. So maybe that's a bit of a fail. Let's try the Hawk one again. Nope. Okay, cheetah. There we go. Oh my god, orange tabby cat. brilliant. And it doesn't do any damage, the vanity thing, obviously, but it's pretty cute, pretty nice. I like it. I like it. I wonder if when I switch to pack, we'll get a white one. We do indeed. Silver tabby cat. Oh my god, it's too cute. Yeah, that's the awesomes. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. So aspect of the fox. Gonna get a little foxy. There he is. Little fox kit, which I actually have on my main character. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's beautiful. So the only one that doesn't seem to be working is the hawk one, unless it's way up. No. So the hawk one doesn't appear to have an actual mini pet that follows you around at the moment. But it's beta, so what do you expect? Beta, however you want to pronounce it. So it's work in progress. But there you go. A quick overview of the new way we're going to be specialising, talent specking and glyphing for hunters. So I hope you enjoyed it, and look out for my next video. Thanks for watching.